everybody, Adrian at Northfield here. I've got a special instrument with me today. This is actually the original or the first Big Mon Limited that we started making about 18 months ago at this point, maybe a little longer, when we were coming up with the specs for what became the Big Mon Limited that we released earlier this year. I'm recording this in April of 25. We released those in, I think it was February. So it has a lot of these different features on it that became the Big Mon Limited. Starting out with this antique Cremona finish. The antique Cremona Sunburst really is our favorite finish. It takes a very long time to do. Lots of putting on color and taking off color. You can kind of get a look at that. Really makes for sort of antique looking, but it's not a distressed finish. In fact, this is a satin lacquer finish on the instrument, which gives it this sheen, this glow that's a lot like, you know, when varnish wears off after years and years of playing, when it starts to dull and you start to get more of that feel where you're closer to the wood, if that makes sense. For a lot of people, that kind of feel is what makes a vintage instrument. We went through many rounds of trying out various different finish thicknesses and sheens before we got to what we call our hand burnished. And this is definitely hand burnished. We worked on this instrument quite a lot. It's been around our shop, and we've been playing on it for the entire time of the development. Let me flip it over here onto the back. This has one of the most beautiful one-piece sugar maple backs on it. And you can just see, kind of turn this around so you can see it in a variety of angles. This really looks like an old instrument. Even the type of material that was selected looks like an old 20s instrument. Real interesting figure, not totally uniform. It does some different things out to the edge, and then when that satin style finish, it's very unique. And then it's, you know, trimmed back in the top and the back in Ivoroid. It's side bound, this particular instrument. We went with triple ply binding, or the multi-ply binding on the Big Mon Limiteds. So this one is a little bit more Big Mon in that sense, with the side binding. You can flip it over again so you can see the neck. The neck also has that satin feel. It really is satin by hand burnishing. I mean, we've played this instrument quite a lot. It's got our deluxe Godot tuners on it that are in a nickel plating, and that matches the tailpiece. It's our Gilchrist style tailpiece on there. Ebony board and bridge. Just a really cool instrument and a unique one for us, because it is, you know, sort of the origins and the genesis of what we ended up doing with the new model. So check it out if you get a chance. It's really got a nice voice too, and I just love the feel of this instrument. It feels like what we want them to end up like feeling, you know, based on those instruments that we all love from yesteryear. Thanks, everybody.